Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jaigobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Today we're going to talk about Venus having just recently entered into the sign of Cancer, how long she's going to be in Cancer, and what that means for us collectively. And then I'm going to pull a card for each of the signs. And so depending on Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, you'll get a message, an intuitive and channeled message through the oracle cards about how this is going to affect your relationships. Because Venus, remember, is all about relationships. So that's the exciting thing. Let me say hi to everybody that's in the chat. Hello, Raven. Welcome in. Hello, Lynette. Welcome. Hello, Angie. How are you doing? Hello, Mama. Oh, you made it. Nelvin is here as well. So is Sunny. Thank you so much for moderating and putting that up. Mama Oh, I hope you're doing well. And so, so we're going to dive into the magic of Venus, which is the title of this show. Hello, Raessa. Before we do that, I am going to show you the chart and talk about the energies. But before we actually do that, I want to invite you to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure if you are subscribed that you hit the notification bell, because then you'll get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. And I mostly go live, so it's really fun to interact with me in the chat. That's one of the, I guess, highlights of the channel is the interaction in the chat. Hello, Joan. Welcome in. And also make sure that you download my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. It enters you into my email list, which is the best way to stay in contact with me. And then every week on Wednesday mornings, I send out a weekly moon magic report, which is basically the astrology and the horoscope for the week ahead. And so it gives you a really nice summary of all the things that are coming up, what's important, and how to prepare for those energies. So Also, if you have not yet checked out the Starseed membership, that is the other thing that's super awesome that I have to offer. All the links to everything that I am talking about are below in the description of the video. Hello, Steph. Welcome in. And Magali, welcome in. And the Starseed membership is actually one of the coolest ways to get involved in the community aspect of this channel. We do live events, and we have this one live event once a month where it's a Zoom support group. And so we get to go in the Zoom meeting and talk about everything that's happening, receive feedback from other people, kind of pick other people's brains and receive support, and mostly feel like we're not alone during all of these crazy transits and all these crazy things that are going on in the world. So that's one of the highlights of the Starseed membership. Plus we have celebrations and special events for different intense and powerful astrological transits and events. And I also give information via email. I give you little rituals to do. I give you templates for card readings that you can do during these special transits. I also upload information in video format. And so you can go in and watch the video for each, like when Venus enters Cancer, there is a whole video about Venus in Cancer. And then in those videos, I actually go into each sign and tell you where it's happening in your chart based off of your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. And it's so cool to have all of the insight. And it really helps you to move through the year, which is the bigger focus, is that we go season by season. So astrological season by season. We're about to enter Leo season. So right now is a really good time to join the membership because you'll get kind of ushered into the energy of Leo. And I put out a video every month that goes over the astrology for the entire month and the energies and the theme for the whole month. So it's just super cool. And I love that. And I love making content for the membership. So excited for you to join us. Welcome in, Dawn. How are you doing? Let's go right into the chart. As you can see, hopefully, from this video, from this image, Venus is already, she's over here on the right, she's already at 3 degrees of Cancer. The sun is at 28 degrees of Cancer, getting ready to finish its transit through Cancer and to enter its transit through Leo. So Leo season officially begins on Friday, and that's kind of a big deal. So Venus entered Cancer on the 17th. Hello, Mary. Welcome in. Hello, Raven. Welcome. Hello, Nelly. Welcome in. Awesome to see you guys here. Okay. So basically, Venus entering the sign of Cancer is significant, and we have to look at everything that Cancer represents. Now, we have just gone through, I feel like, one of the heaviest and most emotional Cancer seasons that I think we've had in a while. And they've all Cancer seasons are always emotional, and they always like take us on this like deep emotional dive. But I feel like this one, for some reason, especially because the sun made an opposition to Pluto, and this was this week, like literally yesterday, and it's at the last degrees of Cancer, that it feels even more intense than like if it was an isolated event. It just feels more intense when it's like the later degrees of any sign. So fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, Venus in Cancer can be a super nurturing energy for our relationships. She can invite us to nurture others, to nurture ourselves. The shadow of Cancer is like enmeshment, or completely crossing boundaries, like having no boundaries and getting, really possessive of other people. And also with all of this watery energy that comes sweeping in emotionally, it can create a lot of emotional drama in our relationships. So in one way, it can be very beautiful and like very loving. And Cancer has all to do with home and family and like feeling loved and like feeling at home, in your relationships. And on another hand, it can feel like you're being smothered, or you may smother somebody else knowingly or unknowingly with like too much attention, with being too needy, being too attached. Like that's the shadow of Cancer. Hello, Valerie. Welcome in. So, and hello, Lynette. So that is kind of in a nutshell what this, transit means. There's something else that's really beautiful, is that Cancer is the energy ruled by the moon, and Venus is the goddess. And there's a beautiful connection there to the moon goddess, where Venus as the moon goddess, as like the embodiment of the moon goddess, she does love to be in Cancer. It's not a bad thing. She's looking for comfort. She's looking for love. She's looking for nurturing in the relationship. So this is what we desire. Venus is what we desire. So in Cancer, we desire connection, love, nurturing, and those things are good. She also embodies the moon goddess, and it's also the high priestess energy. So this is where we can literally be at our best as feminine, I guess a feminine embodiment, right, of Venus. We can be at our best as the moon goddess, like this feminine alchemist, that understands her emotions and understands her flow and is like so in her essence with this energy of Cancer, which is the energy of the moon. So this is a time where we begin to feel very deeply, and where everyone may become emotional within our relationships. And so it can also be difficult to find some kind of clarity. So if there are emotional waves, like if there are some energies that feel like is too much or it's not enough, what you need to do is wait for the neutrality. Wait for the moment of neutrality, because that's where you'll have the clarity to make decisions in your life. And obviously, wherever Venus is transiting in your chart is the type of relationships that this is affecting you the most. And if you want to know where Venus is transiting in your chart, join the Starseed membership, because I made a video and it's already uploaded that goes through the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. The rising sign especially tells you where in your chart she's transiting. And so you get to understand which relationships this is affecting, which realm of your life this is basically affecting. So wherever she's transiting in your chart is where you're going to feel this desire to nurture yourself and others, as well as where you will seek to find sacred space for your relationships and yourself, and where you can become also too attached, and where other people can become too attached to you and too emotional, over emotional, all that stuff. So think of the light and the shadow always shows up with every transit. So in general, this is a positive energy because, like I said, Venus loves to be in Cancer, but also know that there is a very kind of gnarly shadow to this Cancer energy that can be super emotionally like overwhelming. And she is going to be in Cancer until she moves into Leo on August 11th. So it's not a super long transit. It's a little bit less than a month. So we're going to be feeling this for about a month or so. And that's also important to recognize as well. So I would love to go through each of the signs and pull a card and do an intuitive reading for each of the signs to see what's the message for us. So what I wanted to ask, I'm actually using these really beautiful cards that I got in Sedona called Mystic Art Medicine Oracle Cards Tools for Transformation that are paintings that were made into cards by this beautiful artist from Sedona. So I'm going to be using these cards, and they have like one word on the top. And so I'll channel the message that comes through. But what I want to ask for each of the signs is what are you going to be working on the most within your relationships? And then also along those lines, what is the most important thing for you to like process? What are you going to be processing? What are you going to be working on? And what's going to help you to to move through whatever shows up in your relationships. Hello, Valerie and Lindsay. I don't know if I said hi to you guys, but hello. Okay, so let's start with Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yeah, these cards were awesome. So what is the message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in terms of relationships for the next month or so? Hello, Holly. Welcome in. Okay, there it is. I can feel it. Wow, I was just looking at this card. This is really weird. But you, Aries, you get the card of meditation. You can use this moment as you look at the image of the card to see what it brings up for you as well. So there's a serenity to this image. There's a peace to this image. There's the energy of contemplation that I feel as well. Meditation is the moment that you take to contemplate, or the moment that you take to clear your mind. Oh, thanks, Valerie. The moment that you take to process things, and it's almost like you take a break. So I think that what is happening for you, this card is telling you, Aries, that you need to, sort of like the Four of Swords coming up, you need to take some time to observe. You need to move through this energy by observing, by meditating on it, by understanding the higher perspective and really being in a neutral space. So Aries energy tends to get very impatient, and this is like the opposite. This card is literally the opposite of impatience. It's patience. So it's asking you to find patience as we move through this transit, and through patience and inner reflection and inner meditation and taking time off, you will understand things from a higher perspective, because that is what meditation and contemplation bring, is a beautiful and powerful higher perspective and peace within. So I also feel like at the same time, you are going to experience peace within your heart during this time. And especially when you allow yourself the time and the space and the patience, you'll find even more peace within your heart about whatever relationship issues or things show up in your life. All right, next we have, dropped that one. That's okay. We're done with it. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see what we have for you. Valerie's like, oh yeah, I need to go watch that right after we're done here. Being in the membership is freaking so much fun. Taurus. Okay, this is beautiful. You get the card of courage. And there's a beautiful shamanic figure on this card. And there is a beautiful, looks like a hawk over his head. There's also a tree growing from his head. So what am I getting from this image? Obviously, courage is something that you need to be in right now during this time. You need to be courageous. You need to stand your ground. You also need to know that you're protected, right? Like the bird, covering you. The hawk represents messages that come through spiritual messages, important messages that come through. But it's also in this image, it feels like you're being protected. You have this protective shield around you. And so when you act with courage in your relationships, you are going to find, I feel, you're going to have some amazing realizations that you may have fear of certain things, fear of speaking up, fear of, Taurus can have that self-esteem thing, self-esteem issue, because Taurus does represent our values. So if you move with courage during this transit and you speak your truth and you move from your confidence and your inner knowing, like listen to your intuition, listen to the messages that come through that tell you, that give you the answers of what to do and what to say and when to say it, like the right place and the right time. Knowing who you are is going to be the most powerful thing for you during this transit. Knowing who you are, moving with courage, and walking into your relationships and any situations that show up in your life, how with showing up with what's the word that's coming through? Strength. Like the lion, right? Courage, like the lion. So, Joan, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, she got the rose necklace with the prenite beads. That you guys, that little necklace is so freaking cute. Like I made myself one and I love it. And I actually wear it all the time. Jeanette says, today I drove past a lot of whole onions that were on my head. That's hilarious. Okay, so can you post the link in the MeWe group? I'm sure she can. Okay, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh, here we go. Okay. All right. See, I like these cards. They're giving us some really cool messages for relationships. You get healing tools. And in this card, you see there's a beautiful butterfly in the center, and then there's a dolphin on the top. Dolphins are like powerful healing energies. So obviously, the first thing that comes to me is that this is a month of transformation for you in relationships. This is the month where you're going to be transmuting energies, old energies. And I feel like you're already going through this. And of course, if you get the dolphin, this is also deep connection to Sirius, the Sirius starseed. So you may be a Sirius starseed if you have Cancer, anything in Cancer at 14 degrees. And this is Cancerian energy. So look to where you have, if you have anything at 14 degrees of Cancer, Venus will be hitting that spot next week. I can't remember the exact date, but it's right during my retreat. So it's either the 28th, I think it's the 29th. Yeah, I think it's the 29th. Venus is on the Sirius star, which is that intuitive energy. The Sirians they helped with ancient Atlantis and Lemuria as well. The Sirians are very intuitively healing, and they have this powerful ability to channel like healing codes. And this is what's coming through, right? This is why the dolphin is here and why the butterfly, because both of these energies are healing takes place, breakthroughs take place when you have powerful transformations. The transformations themselves don't necessarily feel good, but it's almost like we're catapulting into what we're healing with Sun's opposed Pluto this week. And then Venus will carry us through the rest of it, through this energy of Cancer. So what I was saying also, thank you for reminding me about wherever you have, if you have anything at 14 degrees, close to 14 degrees or exactly at 14 degrees of Cancer in your chart, then next week is a powerful, serious portal with Venus, the planet that we're talking about, for all of us. So you can have this marking no matter what sign you are. You just have to look at where that is in your chart. But for Gemini specifically, you need to use your healing tools. What are the healing tools that you have in your life during this time? It's a time of transformation for relationships. It's a time of healing for relationships. Doesn't always feel good, but I have a feel good energy about this card for you, Gemini, and use the healing tools that you have. What are those? You need to use your healing tools. Whether that's awareness, whether that's crystals, whether that's whatever that is, whatever healing tools you have, this is what this is for. You need to use those during this transit, whatever those are for you. Okay, here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. So obviously Cancer, I mean, this is your sign. If you're whatever you have in Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising, I mean, this is going to be a powerful transit just because it's part of your essence. Like, it's part of who you are. Seriously. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that card flew. You got 2 cards. I'm going to go with it, even though I was going to pull just one, but both of them flew out together. So let's go with it. You get the card of discernment. Very kind of serious energy. And you also get the card of devotion. And the card of devotion comes after the card of discernment. So this gives you sort of like a storyline for this month ahead. You need to be very discerning right now in your relationships, meaning you have to approach things with seriousness, and you have to, once you discern what is right for me, what is not right for me, what's important here, what's not important, what is, who is this the truth? Is this my truth? Is this someone else's truth? What is the reality here? Discern and find clarity through the discernment. And then once you know the truth about something, about a relationship, that's when you throw in your devotion. That's when you can devote yourself. Because I feel like you may be, the reason you need discernment is because you may be falling for something that is not right for you or that is not true for you in relationships. And so finding the clarity first before you kind of fall head over heels, or before you devote yourself to something that doesn't necessarily serve you. So when you devote yourself to something that's not good for you, you're literally wasting your energy. So find discernment first. And then when you find the clarity, then you can devote yourself to what it is that you want to devote yourself to. All right. Next, we have Leo. Hello, Sanders. Welcome in. Hello, Holly. Welcome in. Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Let's check it out. So yeah, wherever you guys have that 14 degrees, whatever you have right around there, powerful. I mean, we're entering into the Lion's Gate. We're already in it. When the sun hit 14 degrees, like days ago, the Lion's Gate opened. The new moon in Leo is going to like fully blast it open. That's why we're like doing our Sedona retreat during the Leo new moon and the Lion's Gate and all of that. And then the fact that it's such a beautiful synchronicity that Venus is aligning with the Sirius star, which was the star that the ancient Atlanteans, when the Sirius star rose with the sun, that was the beginning of the Atlantean year. And it makes sense because it's Leo energy. It always happens during the summer, usually during Leo season, right? That's why Leo season, and this whole energy is called the Lion's Gate. It is the lion. You have the Sphinx in front of the pyramids protecting the portal of Orion. I mean, there's a lot of like lion energy. So next week is going to be super powerful. Okay, this is so interesting. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising, you get the card of deception. Deception. Ooh. There's an owl. In this card, there's also a chief. There's a tree. The owl, we'll kind of break it down a little bit at a time. The owl is your strong intuition will come through your firmness. Deception, to me, this energy is so, it's like, whoa, because you can look at it and say, whoa, that's bad. Like, I'm going to be deceived. You could read it like that. Like, I'm going to be deceived. No, you're not going to be deceived. Well, maybe you are. But this is about, again, it's another energy that invites clarity and discernment. You might feel like you want something. Leo is very much about the heart, right? Leos love very intensely with their heart, and they're very loyal. And so when you are deceived as a Leo, it is like super heartbreaking because you put a lot into whatever it is that you loved. But also, this energy can be you deceiving yourself. And that's where I feel this is important. In order to, like, what you need to work on is don't deceive yourself during this time. Be very clear. Is this truly what my heart desires? Is this truly what my heart desires, right? So if not, are you lying to yourself? Are you deceiving yourself? Or it can literally be, is someone in your life that you feel this like really powerful connection to, are they in some way deceiving you? Some way, shape, or form. Are you being deceived? So the only way to know is to tap into that very powerful Leo energy that knows, because it has like the heart of a lion, right? It knows, and it knows where it stands, and it knows who it is. And this heart of the lion, this lion heart is going to carry you through this energy. This transit, remember, I just mentioned it, but this transit of Venus in Cancer is happening during the Lion's Gate and during like Leo season, basically. So Leo energy has a lot to do with this. So focus on and ask yourself, how am I deceiving myself? And then how are others deceiving me? And then in a way, that's you deceiving yourself, because you should have known. I'm just going to leave it at that. You should have known. So you deceived yourself. In the end, only you are deceiving yourself. It's kind of heavy, but that's what's coming through. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. Rising. Okay, let us check it out. Yeah. All right, what do we have here? Oh. Okay, Virgo, I love this for you. So Virgo, you get the card of abundance. There's also this like really intense looking kind of mountain goat looking energy, which to me reminds me of like Capricorn. So abundance obviously is like a good energy, right? So the first thing that I think of is, how do you connect this energy of abundance to relationships? The way that you connect this energy of abundance to relationships is that you trust, that you listen so deeply, right? This is for the relationships that are bringing you abundance, by way of like the interactions, by way of the connection. So this is not for like fake relationships. This is not for relationships that are not working. This is not for toxic relationships. Although many times you can experience something beautiful come out of a dark energy, of a dark moment, of a dark kind of, connection. We always learn from these things, but I am feeling like your relationships, when you're in the right connection, in the right thing for you, will bring you the abundance that you are wanting and desiring. So that's what I feel for you for relationships for this month, is that a lot of abundance, and it doesn't have to be in the way of money. It can be abundance of love, abundance of happiness, abundance of joy, right? Abundance naturally connects to something that brings you joy. So I feel like your relationships will bring you a lot of something, and it's going to be a beautiful energy, and you're going to really enjoy it. So excited for you, Virgo. Next, we have Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. All right, Libra. Nurture. Beautiful. Okay. There's also a lion in this image. There's also 3 wise women and the moon, the sun and the moon. So this is about nurturing, period. I mean, honestly, it like pretty much speaks for itself. Why? Because Venus rules the sign of Libra. And so you being a Libra ruled energy is like the easiest way to connect wherever your planet, your ruling planet, whatever your ruling planet is doing, it's going to be important. So right now it's in Cancer, which is all about nurturing. So it just emphasizes this energy of Cancer. But the good thing is that this month you will feel a lot of nurturing coming from your relationship. So focus on nurturing yourself first. That will naturally nurture your relationships, which will naturally bring the love and the connection that you're truly seeking in your life. Scorpio. Sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Let's check it out. Ooh, oh my God, this is so funny. Okay, protection. You get the card of protection, and that looks like... It looks like an archangel. He has a sword. Okay. It looks like it could be Archangel Michael, could also be Archangel Raphael, but because of the sword, definitely Archangel Michael. There's an eagle here and there's a staircase here that goes up to the heavens. So, Scorpio, you are protected during this time. You are being like held in this sacred space. Archangel Michael is the archangel that cuts the cords to anything that doesn't serve us. And you just need to know that you are being watched over and that you are being protected during this time, like from above, from the realm of the angels, which is so beautiful. So live your life and know that everything's going to be okay because you have this shield of protection. The other thing that this energy of protection brings up is like, the obvious question is like, well, what do I need protection from? You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's great. I have got protection, but what do I need the protection? Why do I need the protection, right? Why do I need to be protected? And that's a question that would be very wise for you to also ask, to know that with gratitude, you accept the protection and the shield of protection, and then also be like, but also what is it that I would need to be protected from? Because that will tap into kind of like a deeper layer of this message. So in one area, just feel the gratitude for having that protection. And then in the other area, like dig a little bit deeper and ask yourself, what would put me, like, how could I elevate myself to put myself in a place where I feel like I'm good? You know, like I don't need to be protected. So you could be feeling two things. There's here and here. Here is like, I'm there. I'm already there and I feel amazing. And so everything in my life feels amazing and I can just walk through with courage, right? And then on the other side, it's like, oh my God, this thing is attacking me and so I need protection from it. That's the negative sort of experience of this energy of protection. So in one, you feel the strength that comes from within you, and then on the other one, you're like a little bit vulnerable to something. So just check in with which is it that I feel when I hear this word protection during this time. So that's for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Let's see what we got for you. It's also, going back to Scorpio, it can be protection in general from like toxic energies, negative energies. So I feel like with that protection, you will actually feel like invisible, but like also like undefeatable in a way. Sagittarius, this is such a beautiful card. It's called Soul Purpose. This is deep. This is like a sage, very like Merlin vibes. And then there's the caduceus, but it's like a staff with it's the Merkaba. It's the 6-pointed star, the Merkaba, and the snake wrapped up around the staff. And at the bottom, there's a fire of transformation. So soul purpose is what you are going to be finding during this time, which means that the deeper, it's such a beautiful energy. Like I'm like overwhelmed by how powerful this is. Sagittarius. It's funny because the snake is Ophiuchus, the snake bearer, and Ophiuchus is found within the degrees of Sagittarius. So somehow this Ophiuchus energy is coming through, which is about transformation. Soul purpose is connected to your relationships right now. So whatever is showing up in your relationships, it is like at a soul level. We're talking karmic connections. We're talking healing karma. We're talking transmute. We're talking burning through karma. We're talking finding soul connections with people, because this is a deeper level of relating to others. Soul purpose is a deeper level of relating to others. So your relationships will help you step further into your soul purpose during this time. That is so powerful. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Love that, Holly. Yes, Raven. The staff. It is. Okay, Capricorn. It's Pele. Oh my God, it's Hawaii. It's Pele. It's the turtle. It's the volcano. It's like very strong, passionate energy. And here's why. This is so perfect. Capricorn, especially who is a Capricorn rising. If you're Capricorn rising, at the opposite end of the first house is the 7th house, which in your chart, if you are a Capricorn rising, is Cancer. For any Capricorn energy that you have, Cancer is the opposing side. And whenever there's an opposition in relationships, for example, if you're a Capricorn, you will probably be attracted to the Cancer energy because it's your opposite. The reason is because opposites attract. So Cancer is opposite you. Venus is in Cancer right now. This is talking about passion, attraction, like sometimes like fatal attraction. So a lot of passionate energy coming through, and it makes perfect sense because this is the opposition for you. Cancer is opposing you. So you will feel like this deep, like insatiable desire. Obviously that is like, super awesome in relationships. Passion is one of the most important parts, of a relationship. And without it, it's like, meh. So Capricorn, you get to have fun this transit. And I think every time Venus transits through Cancer, this is the energy for you. It's the opposition that that attracts you to someone and feels like, oh my God, insatiable. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Let's check it out. What do we got for Aquarius? Oh, okay. Oh my God. These cards, truth. This looks like a beautiful angel. She's holding like a pink ball. But this also looks like Venus energy inside a shell. Like she also looks like she's inside a shell, which is very Venus-like. I feel Venus like being born Aphrodite, or like being born from the ocean, coming through this Uranus. Okay. Do you guys know the story of Venus? Venus was born out of Uranus's like genitals that got cut off, fell to the ocean, and she was born out of that, out of the what do they call it? The white stuff. Espuma in Spanish, but for some reason it's not. Foam? Is it foam? Like the foamy part of the ocean? Anyways, she's born out of this space, but she's born out of Uranus. Guess what sign rules Uranus? Aquarius. Guess what sign Uranus is in right now? Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So this is, no. You guys, no. I'm sorry. Okay, we're done. But literally what happens is his you-know-what gets cut off and then it falls to the ocean and out of it comes Venus, okay? So it's the spongy stuff that in the ocean, it's the the foam. Oh shit, that's too funny. Anyways, this looks like Venus coming out of the ocean in a shell. The word truth, which is so Aquarius. Find your truth. The color blue, which is very Aquarian. And the fact that Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Venus was born from Uranus through the ocean. Like she's in Cancer, which is the ocean. So, I mean, this is like, whoa, this is deep, you guys. Yes, it's like, I feel, okay, be like truth. Relationships, Aquarius, are going to bring you truth. Also, be in your truth. And you will feel like this beautiful emanation that this card is like giving, like love, heart, high heart chakra, which is in between, it's the color pink. It's in between the heart and the throat. There's a chakra. It's called the high heart chakra. It's connected to the energy of Het, like Ham, Het, Hum. Het, Ham is the inspiration, Het is the contemplation, and Hum is the exhalation. Or you've got like spirit, soul, and matter. This is like the sacred trinity, right? So Het represents the contemplation. It is the moment where spirit like takes a pause. And in that moment, so much truth comes through. So much truth comes through. So this is like, I feel that love that's like, it's not just the heart, it's the high heart, right? It's the high heart. And I feel that in the pink, this pink ball that she's like holding. The pink also says Venus and truth. This is a time of truth. Revelation, the revelation of truth in your relationships. If you hold that frequency, I mean, I feel like this is going to be beautiful. I literally like have no words for what I'm feeling. I just feel like serenity. If I could describe it, it would be serenity. And then something that my husband always says, the truth will set you free. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Last but not least, I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's too, I just can't. Oh my God. All right, what do we got for Pisces? Ooh, this is deep. Okay, so this is an image that looks like the underworld, but there's a phoenix. Yeah, it looks like the underworld, and there's stairs to go up to the upper world, right? But this card is higher choices. Higher choices. This is powerful. So what this is saying to you, Pisces, is that during this transit, you need to make higher choices. You need to like come out of this, whatever this is, it's gnarly. This scene is like, holy, where, this looks like hell. Literally the underworld. And this is like, you need to make higher choices. That's what it's saying. Like, walk up the stairs Look at things from a higher perspective and make higher choices, make better choices. I like that it says higher choices instead of better choices, because better is like very subjective, right? But higher choices is, oh God, such a better way to put it. But that's what you need to do. This is a moment in time in terms of relationships, make higher choices. Whatever that means to you, like whatever that comes up, whatever that brings up for you, what is the higher choice here? You need to make that choice. So there we go. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful transit through this Cancer energy. It's kind of like you're either here or you're either there with it. You're either feeling the love or you're like, ooh, too much emotion. Either way, enjoy the beauty that there is to find in the energy of Cancer. Hello, Belinda. And I will be back on Friday to do mini readings. So I hope that you guys join me. You can sign up already if you want to get on the list for Friday's mini readings. And I hope you also have a beautiful week. And by the next time I see you, the sun will be in Leo. So hang in there during these last couple of days. We're going to make it through and we're going to be in Leo season. And the Lion's Gate is just getting stronger. Thank you. Satnam, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.